Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 173. Let's jump in. Okay, so as has been for a couple of turns, not last turn, but the turns prior to that, this is a potential game-ending turn. So we're just gonna check the things that matter for that, and if we are successful, then the game's over. And none of the rest of it matters. If we are unsuccessful, then we will check the rest of the stuff and we'll go from there. So, let us jump right into things with Battle on Sleepy Wolds. Okay, so, damn, not here. So, we have reconverged our forces onto Sleepy Wolds. We did that in the last turn. So this is what we have left versus what Lanka was able to bring into the province. So let's just go ahead and see how this goes. We got Wailing Winds starting things off. Oop, not mean to do fast. Alright, so Natural Storm, Relief, Wailing Winds, Demon Cleansing, all that stuff up. Tossing things in from our Storm Demons. We've got the core of our Kusarikus doing some work. We've got some Anzus in the backfield. That was a whole shit ton of lightning that just dropped there. Some Fiends of Darkness in the back. Seems like this is mostly just a chaff army. Maybe a couple of little things here or there. Like there were some golems in here. Of course, there's the always present Wailing Winds Golem. But for the most part, it looks like this is going to be a pretty easy victory. And I'm not super worried about gem usage, just because we've used all of our gems. So it's possible that some of our people got baited out of their gem supplies, but it looks like we'll probably mostly be okay. So let's see what we did there. We killed 415 units, 8 liches, that's good. 4 Raktapatas, 12 Vampire Lords, 2 Yoginis. I did not get that Crystal Mage or that Golem. Of course, that Golem has returning, so still, pretty good. Just a whole bunch of thralls for the most part in Long Dead. What did we lose for it? We lost a Flame Spirit. That is a big yikes. Lost a Shaman. Lost a single Vampire Lord. That's unfortunate. Lost some Inky's Chosen, some Fiends of Darkness, Kusarikus, just a little bit of chaff here or there. Overall, not bad, though it does suck to lose that Flame Spirit. I wonder what happened to that Flame Spirit. Maybe we can isolate that and try to figure out what actually happened to that. Where is the Flame Spirit? There it is. So, it already has disease and has lost an eye and an arm. So, just popped it. Insta-popped it. Did it get some life for a life, perhaps? Overview. I bet it got life for a life. So it seems to be like an odd target for a life for a life. What was the button? Agony and Bone Grinding. Okay. It just got comboed. Unfortunate. Probably should have started with Phoenix Fire. Oh well. Looks like actually if we look across our board, that Bone Grinding actually hurt quite a bit. Bone Grinding is another good spell that I forget to utilize, honestly. Like, my people are so hurt. So hurt. Okay. But we won that pretty handily. And if we remember correctly, there wasn't a lot left in Sleepy Wolds, so There's way more in Sleepy Wolds than there was prior. Okay. Looks like we had some teleports successfully come in, I assume. Otherwise, I don't really know how he would have gotten. There were some storm demons here, so he could have just replenished the storm demons. This might have been just how many was left, but maybe he summoned some more. But I don't think like all these kidnits were here, were they? I don't remember. Doesn't look like he has anyone who he like potentially gate. Well, this one could have with the right gear. So he probably but the golems don't have any leadership. I wonder. I'd be really interested to see part of the. I love figuring out all the stuff that's going on and everything like that, but it can be very difficult to figure out what a player did. Because he could have like swapped around a whole bunch of different gear, etc., etc. Ooh, this guy has Ember. Basically like a Frostbrand and a Firebrand together. Very strong. Anyways, pretty decently sized army here to resist us. We've got a okay-ish size army. Like some of the shit didn't make it in. All right, let's go. Let's see how this goes. Our Kusarikus are here. We've got our Mushushus. Darkness immediately falls. We do not. Notice a big or a missing component here. We had 21 Storm Demons. We lost a single Vampire Lord. Look at all these units that retreated. We have 26 commanders not with us. I guess the Bone Grinding and the Wailing Winds. I wasn't watching or retreats, but I guess the Bone Grinding and the Wailing Winds actually caused a lot. This guy's retreating before the battle ever even begins. Like, he just the battle started with Wailing Winds up, and he immediately failed a morale check. At morale 14. Like, what? This Vampire Lord immediately failed at morale 16. This one at morale 17. This Crystal Priestess. Okay, morale 7. That's fair. I'll give you that one. Morale 15. Failed. There's not very many people. This does not seem right. I'm curious as to whether or not these battles are doing the whole like showing incorrectly thing, you know, that sometimes you'll run into with saved battles. This is fairly recent. This is within the last like 2 weeks, and I don't remember there being a patch or anything like that, so it kind of feels strange that maybe this battle report isn't correct, but I don't know. Anyways, let's watch the other one. The point that I was trying to make is that our storm demons are not here. We don't have many storm demons, right? We don't have as many as are here, right? This is like 40 or 50 storm demons, maybe. But we did have 20 or so to potentially combat. But Ouch. Okay. Relief comes up. Demon Cleansing comes up. Howl comes up. We have our Regeneration up. We have our Gaia's Blessing up. We have our Will of the Fates up. We have our Air Shield up. You will notice, though, I can't remember if we had to do this late, though, actually. Okay, there we go. We do have it up now. Our Army of Lead has gone up. Wailing Winds is up, of course. And there's a fair amount of elementals being dropped into the mix, unfortunately. It's kind of hard for us to fight against all of them. I wish we had more elementals, honestly. We got some Anzus in the back. They are fighting against all the stuff that's been thrown against us. Our Kusarikus are kind of able to move forward. Oh, we just got a huge earthquake just went off. Got a Growing Fury on his side. You know what? I honestly should be using Growing Fury. Absolutely should be using Growing Fury. That's another spell that I continuously overlook. Looks like our air units are gone, right? They've been defeated. And it also looks like we're not able to push super hard into this mix. And we're just getting routes. A lot of these storm demons have jumped in and gotten killed, though, so that's pretty good. They didn't move as a big block, which is pretty nice. We don't have Demon Cleansing up anymore, which means an NC died or routed. Huh. Those gifts from heaven keep dropping down. Okay, we're gonna speed up. It looks like most of the tricks and everything like that are gone, so now it's just a matter of, like, can we slowly but surely win out? It's not looking good. It looks like these storm demons really are kind of like doing a number on us. Yeah, slowly but surely they're pushing us down. We don't have, we were not able to get Fog Warriors up. I don't think Fog Warriors would have mattered too terribly much against them. But more importantly, I think not being able to keep Demon Cleansing up means we don't have that additional damage against them. And yeah, we lose. Goodness gracious. And this one, for a change, though, I will say this: we actually lose this battle insofar as, like, actually losing a battle. We just out and out lost the fight. Versus what we normally do, which is either get routed or something along the lines of, like, get routed or fatigue played. So in this particular instance, we actually just he had more buffs up, he had more casters, it feels like. Let's check. We failed to capture the fortress. We had 350 units there. We lost 225. Yeah, so he just had a stronger army, right? He had a larger army by about 100. He had comparable mage core, but probably, I don't know. Keep in mind, so he has a communion here. I do not really have a communion. I've not really been able to put together a communion again since losing the pieces of our communion. So he has a communion. He has a decent core of actual units. Honestly, I screwed up by not putting stuff like Growing Fury in there, but we also, yeah, he had 78 Storm Demons there. If we'd had our own Storm Demons, that might have gone a little better. But I don't think it matters too terribly much. You take a look at things like our Mushushus, and they just didn't really perform the way we probably would have wanted them to, right? Same for our Kusarikus. Actually, they did not perform well, really, at all. That does... I will throw this out there. We are at a deficit because we don't have our God up, so we do not have the ability to double regenerate, additional protection. Right, these Kusarikus, when we hit them with, well, I guess the hard skin doesn't really matter that much. But the additional protection or the additional regeneration could matter. Regardless, I think honestly, the biggest thing might be here, y'all, truth be told, is that this army is just... This army has seen so many battles at this point. We check. Let's just do a couple of, like, unit checks here real quick. So, diseased. Diseased, battle fright, never healing wound. Limp, battle fright. Never healing wound, lost an eye. Limp, battle fright. Chest wound. Weakened. Diseased, weakened, battle fright. Versus... Oh, he's got chest wound. Those are all fresh. These are all fresh. Most of these Storm Demons are fresh. Most of these Idnids are fresh. It's just... I think we've just gotten worn down over time. Honestly. Like... is difficult, but either way, even in that scenario, we got outmatched in this particular battle. We had a bunch of really close ones repeatedly. This one was not really close. If I had adjusted things a little bit here or there, it might have gotten closer, but I don't know. Without you can notice, right, we didn't have any. We didn't have a Oogaloo here. Apparently our Oogaloo routed. Which I don't see on the fucking list. So I have no idea why we don't have an Oogaloo in here. So we didn't have Storm. That's a lot of effective, you know, thunder striking and stuff like that lost. So I don't know. It just is what it is. So that is a loss. Let's go through what else has happened in this turn. Then we'll do our typical style. We have a couple of assassination attempts, and I'm counting like remote attacks and things like that as assassination. So we have a couple of disease demons and some, you know, they called arrows from the sky. Is that what it's called? So we've been attacked by Disease Demon 1, we win. Disease Demon 2, we win. Arrow from the sky hits us, but we survive. And then we have an actual assassination attempt that we lose. So 3-1 on assassinations, whether they're remote or otherwise. So not a horrible record. We got attacked by Relay in Hallwoods. Or no, we attacked Relay in Hallwoods, right? Because Relay was trying to pop our throne. So not a very big force here, but there are ghosts, and then there is this Queen of the Lake. But I'm not honestly super worried because of the sheer amount of undead that we've brought here. Plus, that Queen of the Lake doesn't have a lot of air or water gems or anything like that. So our Fiends of Darkness are going to chop up these Slave Guardians without much issue, and while our Long Dead probably don't do well against these ghosts, we can just pop them with magic, you know? So, see? Witherbones, pop. Witherbones, pop. Although I feel like Witherbones shouldn't work against them, but it does, so no worries. The ghosts are a non-issue. We do trap the Queen of Water. Don't know if we're actually going to get her, though, because she has a lot of regeneration. Yeah, she gets away. Okay, and that is that. So we win there in Hall Woods. We're able to defend that, so we keep that throne, at least. And then against Lanka, we have a number of battles. We got attacked in Pugria, we lost. We got attacked in Operi, we lost. We attacked in Sawdearth and won. This is just moving people around, basically, though. We attacked in Perenna and won. We attacked in Greendale and won. This is where we're moving our force towards Hall Woods to have a better defensive force there. We got attacked in Jaburni and lost. We already saw the battle in Sleepy Wolds. We got attacked in Tirnanog and lost. We got attacked in Olentova. Got attacked in Flower Meadow Forest, but we won there. Lost Andoria. Took back Delufe, and then lost in Sleepy. So, another Black Plague in Pangea. Barbarians coming for Sleepy Wolds, whatever. Wanderer Siege in Kailasa, and that is pretty much that. So, that is basically the game for us. Probably. More than likely. I mean, there is a theoretical turn 250 comeback kind of situation. I don't... But if it happens, it happens, whatever. But that is the strength that we have to threaten a throne province right now. So we do not have the strength to hold the thrones that we have and threaten an additional throne. So that is pretty much it for now. Everything now is going to be resisting Lanka and potentially Relay if Relay is trying to make a play. So I reached out to Lanka and Relay and said, hey, good game. That's probably pretty much it for me. My military power is basically broken. I can't really threaten anything anymore, but I will more than willing to continue to play and offer up resistance if that is what we want to do. And Lanka was like, we can do that. I'm fine with not. Relay shows interest in continuing the game to potentially try to have some big battles with Lanka, or maybe even go for a throne play. We'll see. So the game is going to continue for now, so we are going to switch gears. We have been very hyper-focused on trying to pour all of our abilities into Jabal Kish and Sleepy Wolds. We've had some pretty cataclysmic battles over in Grainport, etc. Now we're going to be back on the defensive, and we're going to try to counter-raid our territory back, see if we can't rebuild some gem pools, and maybe try to... I don't know that there is any real chance for a victory from this point, but we can resist Lanka and try to, again, continue to have some cool, fun battles, learn some more tricks, introduce more things into the mix, try out some other things, etc. But it's going to take a while because we don't really have a lot left. We're going to have to, and, you know, we still have to deal with the same things that we have been dealing with, astral corruption, and now we also don't have, you know, half the globals that we had. We're really just banking on Gift of Health being very difficult for Lanka to deal with. So, as you can see, most of what we're doing is we are retreating back to Ur with all of the forces. My god, there's so many people that retreated from that fucking battle. You know, if we had... Yeah, here's our Uglu. Did not show here, right? On this battle. Does not show that an Oogaloo retreats. Like, come on. Game, just show me the fucking information. Come on. Goodness gracious. Regardless, though, we're moving all of these units back to Ur. We're gonna try to get these units that are on Sleepy Wolds back as well, and then it's a lot of raiding and counter raiding, right? So we've got liches and vampires just going out all over the place, right? In little packs of 3 to 4. Depending on what we're trying to accomplish. So gonna raid, counter raid all over the place, and see what we can do. If we can, I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Look, this might be very short. If we talk about, we only needed one more, right? Lanka as 3, 6. 12 thrones. So Lanka needs to take 2 to 3 thrones off of me, or a throne off of Relay. So this isn't gonna be a quick thing. So for example, right here, Lanka has a pretty massive army heading towards Realm of Silence, and Realm of Silence has some resistance, but it's not a crazy, super awesome, mega gonna have everything resistance. So we're gonna do what we can, but we might lose Realm of Silence pretty quickly. And Realm of Silence is the Throne of the Sun, so Throne of the Sun is a 3, so that would put him at 15. So actually, if he takes Throne of the Sun, he just needs one other one from me or Relay, and then he's good to go. But we're going to try to resist as best we can. There's not really any rituals or forging that we're going to be doing this turn. Just because there wasn't anything that I was like, oh, I really need this, so let's make this. But we're going to start counter-raiding and trying to take back some of our land so that we can try to get more of a pool of resources, and then we'll try to start doing selective things and see how it goes. I'm not going to go over every single one of these, because these are all like little rates, right? A couple of liches here, a couple of vampires there, etc., etc. So we'll see how it goes. I will talk about this. We are fleeing from Tenera, right? This was one of our big blood hunting locations. We're basically gonna try to run away because it's really secluded right now. It's really isolated, and I don't want to just lose all of this for no reason. I mean, it's just thralls and shit like that, but it's still a decent blood hunting operation. So we're probably going to try to head down to Perenna and use Perenna as kind of like this base. Because there's a 500 unit here, there's a 400 unit here, there's more over here. So, let's see how that goes. And that's pretty much it for the turn. We tried to finish things off much like we did around turn 115. We tried to finish things off. We were unsuccessful. And it is what it is. Back to the slow grind. I'll see you all at turn 250. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. Ugh.